and welcome to my channel, to the video, and I hope you guys are well and keeping safe. I definitely am in this season. So yes, I'm very excited about this video only because it's talking about one of my favorite topics of all time when it comes to money, finances, and just life in general. And it is all about savings. And I'm going to give you a bit of background actually as to why I'm talking about savings and why for the month of February I really wanted to focus on savings, because I did put a post out today on Instagram. If you do not follow me on Instagram, I will definitely leave a link down below. Please follow me on there because I just like to share just little nuggets here and there and just tips here and there to help you get your finances together. So, savings. The reason why I chose savings for the month of February. Okay, so after my last video, I did ask a couple of friends and family, not anyone on Facebook or anyone on any social media platforms. These were mostly people close to me. I asked them, okay, what do you want me to talk about on my channel? What would you like to see? And a lot of you mentioned some really good topics. So a lot of people mentioned a second sources of income / side hustles. People talk about stocks and investment, properties, getting a mortgage. There was just so many things which I will eventually touch on. However, the one thing that came up when people were listing their things, that they wanted me to talk about was savings. And as a matter of fact, I thought, wow, that's a good one, because there is no point about talking about investing, properties and everything when you haven't dealt with savings, because savings is one of the most important key for you to build a healthy financial relationship with your money. It's one of the most important things for you to build wealth. A lot of the times people will make a lot of money, but it wouldn't really translate into their finances because they don't know how to save. And that's why I chose this topic. And I also think this was the best month to choose this topic because, let's be real, a lot of people, even though it's lockdown, some people I know, including myself, overspent during Christmas. So they've only just gotten their money to pay for all that stuff or to kind of level out their finances. And each time when Christmas comes around, everybody's like, oh, I wish I saved for Christmas. Well, this is a good time to save. This is a good time to learn how to save because it's still the beginning of the year. So we're just into the second month of the year and you still have a good 11 to 12 months to save. So that's why we're going to be talking about savings. So I thought this will be a good time to, kind of tell you guys how I got to, this place of me just sharing tips about money, finances, and things like that. So this is a good story. I love a good story. Anyone who knows me personally knows I love telling stories. So I'm just going to tell you a story. Okay, so I'm gonna probably, because I didn't tell this person I was going to film this, I won't use their real name, but I might have them on my channel one of these days. So when I do, I'll tell you the real name then. But let's say my colleague's name was George. Okay, so in my previous workplace I met this guy called George. He was a 50-something English gentleman who was just the funniest person you'd ever meet, right? And I remember one time, it was a day before payday, and me and my other colleague, let's call her Danielle. So me and Danielle were talking about, oh my gosh, I can't wait till it's payday. Payday's tomorrow. I've been struggling. So I used to live that life, right? Where but it's 2 days before payday. I am struggling. I am struggling. Like, boy, like there is, like I've had times, yeah, that before payday I actually have zero in my bank account. That if my car broke down and I needed to get transport from one place to another, like I had to get the bus from one place to another, yeah, I'd be screwed. So that was the kind of life I was living back then, right? So me and Danielle, you know, we were, she was living the exact same life as well. I had debt at the time. I had my credit card debt, I had my overdraft debt from uni as well. I had all kind of debts at the time. So we're like, oh, I can't wait to build there and stuff like that. And George is like, oh, payday's tomorrow. I was like, how could you not? Like, I couldn't fathom. I was like, how could you not understand that payday is tomorrow? Like, how? And he said something that changed my life forever. I kid you not. He was like, oh, well, I never know when it's payday anyways. I was like, how can you not know? And he was like, because I always have money in the bank. There's always enough money to cover my bills. There's always enough money, you know, to cover my mortgage and everything. Like, I never know when it's payday. I never need to know. I just come into work because I like working. I don't want to sit down and not do anything with my life. And I get paid, yes. That just goes sit to my account. You know, if I have enough money, I'll invest in, like, he was really into stocks and shares. So he was very he was very into his investments and things like that. But yeah, he was just like, yeah, I don't really care about payday. Like, you know, if it comes, it comes, you know. I was like, wow, I need to live that kind of life. I need to live that kind of life. So I made it my goal to talk to George every single time. Like, every time we're at work, we'll talk about money, because he was one of those people, he knew a lot when it came to finances, and he loved sharing about finances. It would, like, literally, so George and I were like, when it came to like the topic of finance, investments, anything like that, stocks, shares, it was because of him I opened my first shares account. I started investing and things like that. Like, when it came to like my journey with money and getting my finances together, that day, that conversation was what triggered him. Now, the reason why this all ties back into savings is because at the time I had the wrong idea. Even though I had the right idea, as in I did want to get my finances on order, but I had the wrong idea about the order in how to go about getting my finances together. So the first thing I did was open a funds and share account. That was a bad idea. And I will share with you why in my coming videos. But if I was to go back, I would start saving. Even before pay my debt, I would start saving. So that is why saving is important. I know I haven't touched on it, but that's because I want you to watch the next videos. So I'm going to be talking about why saving is important and how the most undisciplined person can still save, because you can. Everybody can save. It's just if you choose to or choose not to. But everyone can save. I hope you enjoyed my little story. I should do that more often. And yeah, that's it for this video, and I will see you in my next video.